Maybe I should do the walk around. All right, control lock is off. Oh, that's weird. I got some pixelation right down here. It's interesting. Can you guys see that pixelation right there? It's weird. It's just in this walk around view. All right, control lock removed and stowed. Parking brake is set. All switches are off, and trim tab set to 0. Load distribution checked and secured. Static port, which is right there, is clear of obstruction. Control surfaces clear, and we're checking the rudder, because if I want to practice RNAV approaches, I need to request the approach, go around, and whatever I want to do after the go around with the approach. That is a lengthier request, so I would yeah. But if you're just doing a position report, requesting flight following, or maybe even requesting, even talking to tower, I wouldn't cold call tower ever. I don't know. Again, there's situations that dictate when it's okay. All right, clear of obstructions, and this is just my opinion. Just my opinion. What is the rep pack and what does it do? It's a reality expansion pack. So, for example, I'm able to check this rudder. This is what you do in a pre-flight in the real world. So this adds that immersion level of the walk around, but it also changes the engine to more closely reflect the aircraft. You have to follow a lot of the engine procedures and the plane procedures in order to not make your engine wear out or catch on fire. Tail cone and lights, check. We should probably turn those on, but I won't. All right, there's the tie down, so we toggle that. Cabin air inlet, outlet clear of obstruction, static port clear. All antennas and lower beacon check. Roger. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can do, so that's all the lights on for the lights check. Ah, okay. During the day it's a little harder to see, I think, but they're flashing. Lights are checked. Nav lights not visible and walk around because of 3D model error. Okay. Landing light check. Taxi light, again during the day it's a little harder to see. Landing light check, lights, all that good stuff. Okay. Toggle lights, we'll hit finish. Yes, there is an extension of FS economy as well. Yeah, Svero answers it well. It's an add-on that has heavy modifications to the engine model and several modifications to the flight model. Plus there's maintenance and wearing. Yeah, similar to AccuSim. Yeah, I personally think that the whole addition of adding FS economy into the plane is, I'm not going to use it. And I don't want to get my FS economy bank account deducted for maintenance on planes where maybe at the sim, there's a sim issue and my plane does something and all of a sudden my FS economy bank account is taken. But they do have that ability, yeah. And there's a lot of aircraft that do have it available. There's a lot of Barons, Bonanzas, 210, Cessnas, Cubs, Roll-Ons, etc. Also, the PC-12 is about to get a rep pack. I don't have a lot of money in my FS economy account. I seriously, I maybe have 12 grand right now in my FS economy account. You will soon get tired of the walk around. I don't think I'll be doing the walk around every time. No. All right. Let's go. Seats, position and lock. Seat belts and shoulder harnesses fastened and adjust. Parking brake is set. All avionics are off. Landing gear handle is down. Cowl flaps check open. Oops. Let's bring down the GTN750. I need to do a cow flaps view. I'll do that as that. Okay, cow flaps are open. Fuel selectors, check in. They're in. All circuit breakers, switches, and equipment controls, check. Battery switch. There is the battery switch. On. Beacon on. Now we're doing fuel quantities. FS Economy will be handling my fuel today. Landing gear position lights, green, checked. You're flying the SF-260 currently, much FSC Japan to Europe, and I'm still doing a walk around. Oh, there you go. Keeping it real. I want to buy the Carenado Bonanza, but I wish it had better avionics like the free 152 mod. That 152 mod is awesome. I made that edited video for YouTube. It's got almost 700 views now. I love that. I love that plane. In fact, I gotta fly that plane again very soon. And I think the Carenado 152 sales spiked because of that mod, for sure. It has to have. All right. Emergency landing gear hand crank stowed. Can you guys even read this? And can I scale this size? I guess I could detach it and then redo it, but then it's a window. No, it doesn't resize. Interesting. Well, at least I couldn't get it to myself. Plug-in SIM coders. Show checklist. Where did it go? It's gone now. I want to buy. Yeah. Hey, Scotty P, how you doing? There's the walk around. Huh. That's interesting. Maintenance report. This is where you check to see if you have any problems with your engine or oil, starter, vacuum pump, injectors, cowl fairings, poles, GPS, transponder, autopilot. That's pretty cool. For some reason, I can't get the knee board to come back up. Show checklists. Oh, any ideas, Farrell, or anyone else? That knee board won't come up anymore. I could reload the aircraft, I guess. There's a freeware KIAH. Oh, that's very nice. Try to post that on my Discord if you have a chance. I've been looking at getting this plane. Is it worth it? This is a great plane, especially if you have the GTN750. All right, let's try the automatic startup and see what happens. All right, it says engine 1 auto start procedure is going to start. Set mixture full. Parking brake on. It didn't. Cowl flaps open. Avionics off. It didn't set my mixture of fuel though. Oh, there it goes. Actually, there we go. It's going to start the left. That was a butt chat. Post it on the Discord, Piper Alex, if you have a chance. Otherwise, it'll just scroll right off the screen. All right, we're starting up. Get our Garmin going. As you can see here, we got the RealSimGear hardware panel that we'll be utilizing today. You probably flied this most of anything that you have, Iowa Scotsman. Very cool. All right, right engine is starting. Let's turn on some sound. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. All right, I think everything is going there. Alright, turn on the avionics. Also turn on taxi light, get ready to go, even though it's daytime. I understand that you do not have the fuel boosters on in I think it's just for during takeoff and landing. I think I read that correctly. Alright, let's connect to the Pilot Edge network. We are November 572 Bravo.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
I'm also going to bring up the Navigraph Charts app. We filed the Spokane 6 departure to Spokane Victor 204 to Tri-Cities, and we'll see if we get that. I'm going to click on Spokane, open the chart list, open the airport information. Thank you, Piper Alex. Yeah, I lost the checklist and they won't come back. Don't know why. Georeferencing on. We are central GA ramp. Up here it says that Spokane clearance is 12755. Alright, so we'll zoom in here and we'll go. Oops. One thing I've noticed about this GTN750 is I have to recalibrate it. It seems like. Let's see if it now works. Yep, I'm going to recalibrate it. So we're going to open up the software. I'll have to talk to Brad or Jared, see if there's something I can do to not have to control it, but because it seems like there is a way to do that. We're going to start a calibration. Oh, I know why. I know the problem. It thinks that my left screen is my non-touch screen is the touch screen, so I think we're going to be okay now. Configure standard calibration. That may have been because I updated a Navigraph driver. Alright, now we're good. Okay, take this off the window. Alright, so I'm going to click the standby frequency, and again, clearance is 12755. 12755. For those that weren't here yesterday, you also can go to nearest airport, Spokane, and go to frequencies, and there's clearance 12755, and if you click it, it goes into the standby there. We'll go ahead and put ATIS in the standby just by clicking it there, and that goes up there. Pretty handy dandy. I'm going to go to map.pilotedge.net.
Welcome 206 Aspen Tower, runway 33, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Check 33, clear for takeoff, wind calm, .com 206.
We're going to do pilotedge.com. Oops, sign in. File flight plan. Alright, we're going IFR. Call sign is November 572 Bravo. We're at BE58 slant Golf. True air. Can someone tell me the true airspeed of a Baron B58? Departure location is KGEG. We're going to KPSC. Oh, I don't know the altitude. So let's go over to the Navigraph chart, close the airport taxi diagram, and let's look at the Victor Airway. Right here it says 5,000 is the minimum en route altitude. We are going westbound, so we'll go to 6,000. Mature Gamer, long time no see. How are you? And our route, type route, PSC. There we go. Copy. Put that in the route. All right, I think this is good. We're gonna file that. It's 190. Wow. Okay, 190 on the true airspeed. Let's file that. I don't even know if they look at the speed, to be honest, in the filings, but okay. Get out my piece of paper. Just moved into a tiny place. Time for an adventure, right? Speed is for ERAM processing. What is ERAM processing? Is that just
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform. I don't have a flight plan on file.
Is that just to help with spacing, etc.?
Roger, and we'll refile it. Thank you. Standby.
I was referring more to
206 connect Aspen departure.
I was referring more to Pilot Edge. I don't think they look at the speed too much, but I guess they would. Yeah. It's a computer, a center computer system, so it uses your true airspeed to predict where you will be and when. ATC thing.
Talcom 206 Aspen departure, ready contact.
All right, let's give clearance a call here. Spokane clearance, Baron 572 Bravo IFR, Tri-Cities. See ya, Mature.
Number 572 Bravo, Spokane clearance on request, bye. Number 572 Bravo, cleared to the Tri-Cities Airport, Spokane 6 departure. Radar vectors, Victor 204, then as filed. Maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 123.75, squawk 4273.
Cleared to Tri-City, Spokane 6 departures, radar Victors, Victor 204, then as filed. Maintain 6,000 and squawk 427 Baron 572 Bravo.
Baron 72 Bravo, read back correct.
Alright, we'll go to the GTN750 and I'm going to press the transponder code 427 That's good. And then I'm going to put in immediately the altitude. Set altitude 6,000.
Altitude 6,000 feet.
And then I'm going to click on flight plan.
Uniform at minimum added aviation with Bravo, ready to copy clearance.
Yeah, it's an ATC thing, Nightbird.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, roger, clearance on request, standby.
It's you.
Standing by, Delta Golf Lima uniform.
I think most pilots say 3, but I say some pilots that I've learned from, and some ATC controllers say it's it's much more easily recognized as tree, just because it's a little it's a little ATC-ism. All right, I'm going to load the procedure, and we're going to do departure procedure. Oh, I don't know what runway it's going to be. So I'm going to come over here into the chat room, type in exclamation ADIS KGEG. In fact, we'll listen to it on ADIS as well right now.
Spokane.
12. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1000. ceiling 17,000 broken. Temperature 18, dew point 8, altimeter 3003. Arriving and departing runways 21, 26. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information whiskey. Spokane International Airport, 8 is information whiskey. 1453 Zulu. Wind 190 at 12. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 1000, ceiling 17,000 broken. Temperature 18, dew point 8, altimeter 3003. Arriving and departing runways 21, 26. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions.
I'm going to assume that we're going to be on runway 25, or sorry, 26.
Gambit 850 flying 250 vector to final.
Which is 25 in here because of the L to air rack, but hold the departure. So 27950 feet, DTK 256 vectors.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, clearance available. Ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, clear to the Glacier Park Airport. Missoula 5 departure. Kalispell transition, direct. Maintain 10,000. Squawk 5667.
Oh, you make fun of ATCs that say tree and fife? Haha, that's funny. Niner is just fun.
Transition and 10,000 feet. Squawk 5667. Delta Bravo uniform.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, you broke off on the first part of your readback, verified to Missoula 5, and then Kalispell transition.
Going to load the Victor Airway of 204.
Okay, then direct altitude 10,000 feet and squawk 5667. Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, you broke off on the first part of your readback, so I just need you to verify Missoula 5 departure and then Kalispell transition.
Okay, Missoula 5 departure and Kalispell transition, thank you.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, readback correct.
Okay, so now we'll go. Ground, and then we're going to put tower in the standby. Alright, up here we've got. That's good. Alright, we're at the central GA ramp, and we're going to taxi.
Gambit 850, connect local approach 125.35.
It sticks out so much in a quiet room filled with controllers. Yeah, I think I'll try to use tree and I don't use fife, but I think I might try it.
Welcome 1006, turn right, proceed right, red table VOR.
Spokane ground, Baron 572 Bravo, Central GA taxi with whiskey.
Gambit 850, local approach, roger.
Dang it. My bad.
November 572 Bravo, Spokane ground runway 21, taxi via Golf.
21 via Golf, 572 Bravo. So we can use the taxi diagram on here as well, which is nice.
Gambit 850, turn right heading 260.
Yeah, no, Yeah, I did miss 5. Wait, it said 21 via Golf. I didn't say 5.
Incoming at 850, 17 miles from NACV, maintain 5,000 total stops on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 28 right approach.
You are now logged on.
Yeah, I'm going to 21. It's really nice to be able to glance down to the taxi diagram here on the RealSimGear panel and see exactly where I am in relation to the taxiway that I need to be on. And if I see the clock is 11:11, or I'm breaking a drumstick, or I am blowing out.
206, cross the red table VOR at or above 13,400, cleared localizer DME echo approach.
Blowing out birthday candles. I'm wishing for a GTN. Oops. I'm wishing for an updated GTN750 air rack. Bad.
Delta 199, connect to Seattle Center 125.1.
So what should my prop setting be when I'm taxiing? Is it okay to be about 1300, or should I be more or less?
Delta 199, Seattle Center, roger. November 8 Foxtrot X-ray, connect Seattle Center 135.15.
Depends on. Because if I try to go less than that, the engines sound jackified. Jackified. Citation Max. It's because of you
November 5 right Foxtrot X-ray, Seattle Center, roger.
It's because of you I'm doing day 2 of the Baron, because we now have the rep. Oh, baby. Thanks again for the rep. Hey, Black Sheep. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard Max say fife or tree in the real world, but maybe I missed it. I think he does say niner, but I don't think he says fife or tree. And I very rarely have heard, if ever, my Citation Max do a cold call. Unless he's in a busy airspace. And then even then, maybe not. Never fife or tree, or never cold call. Alright, we're up here to runway 21. I'm going to hold, just slow down here just a second here. Need to do one thing here. It's Victor 204. There we go. Busy airspace, yeah, cold call. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Is in busy airspace, cold calling is a good choice, but non-busy airspace, cold calling, if it's a short, request, even VFR, I would say try not to. But yeah, you follow that, so I'm not totally off base when I talk about that. We have a guy that likes to ask pilots if they want to sell their plane. All right, let's come down here and let's go Landing lights on, taxi light off, panel lights on, floodlight can stay off, nav, strobes on. Alright, again, we're cleared up to 6,000. We're going to do a... Let me just check one thing here. I better switch to tower, though. Always switch to tower when you're holding short. Let's do SID. Spokane 6 departure. It says climb on heading 210 or ATC assigned heading for vectors.
Welcome 206, connect Aspen Tower 18.85.
Set heading 210.
Heading 210 degrees.
I'm going to put departure in
Aspen
standby.
Tower, 206 is localizer DME Echo, circle the land 15.
Welcome 206, Aspen Tower, runway 15, cleared to land, wind 310 at 4.
Okay, so we got tower, we got 12375. I believe that's it's Cascade, right? Yeah. It's walking 427 tree. Alright, let's do it. Spokane Tower, Baron 572 Bravo, short 21.
Number 572 Bravo, Spokane Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
21 clear for takeoff, Baron 572 Bravo. Actually, we should, even though we get clearance, we should have checked clear, clear. I think that's good practice. I'm also going to start the FS economy flight. Oh, snack.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform at Minuteman Aviation ready for taxi.
Just a second. Keep our roll going here a little bit.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, Missoula ground, runway 12, taxi via Golf Alpha.
Runway 12 via Golf Alpha, Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform.
Whoa, that's interesting. Trim's off. There, now we go. That's why I wish that our checklist would have worked. Okay. Engine sound a little bit off. Okay, flaps are clean. Gears up.
AspenTower.com 206. Sorry, just confirm we're clear to land 15.
Welcome 206, affirmative, runway 15, clear to land.
Check 15, clear to land.com 206, thanks.
Damage at 850, connect Oakland Tower 18.3.
Let's resize this bad boy. We're gonna go autopilot, yaw damper, heading, vertical speed,
Baron
up.
72 Bravo, connect departure.
Over to departure, 72 Bravo. Arm that. Engines sound really weird. Cascade departure, Baron 572 Bravo, 3,400 runway heading.
Number 572 Bravo, Spokane departure, ready to contact.
Alright, we're going to climb a little more aggressively.
Damage at 850, Oakland Tower, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Yeah, my mixture... Oh. Good call. The access was off. Let's bring back the RPM. And that's one of the advantages of the rep pack, right? Is that you can listen and listen for problems. And then you guys are like, that sounds like a mixture problem. So I'm gonna lean just a little bit here. Add a little bit more power, but bring back to RPM. Let's see. What should I wonder what my fuel flow should be in the climb. Engines are not synchronized, which is a feature of the rep. You need to manual synchronize.
Baron 72 Bravo, proceed direct graph, resume all navigation.
Direct graph, resume on nav, Baron 572 Bravo. Alright, so we're going to go here, and we're going to go back, flight plan, graph. Actually, I'll take it back. What we'll do is we'll go hit the direct to button, flight plan, graph, activate, and then hit nav. Alright, so we got to manually do this propeller, so that one's that. There we go. Can I put the prop sync in now, or should I wait till cruise? Alright, so now it sounds better because I've moved the propeller. You can see this fan up here spinning, and you know, you move this and it spins faster, and you move it back and it spins slower, and then all of a sudden your engine sounds.
United 102, descend via the map at 2 arrival, the Reno altimeter 3015.
Your engine sounds much better. Thank you. How long did it take you to get comfortable on PE? I'm still not comfortable on PE. It's so exciting and so fun, but I'm still not comfortable in a lot of situations. I guess in this particular scenario, I'm not extremely nervous, but I think that's part of what makes it fun, is that there is an element of pressure that adds to the realism. And anyone that's scared to pop on, just get on and do the cat ratings. Go cat 1, cat 2, cat 3, and then report back to John Fly and say, hey, you know what? This is how I feel about it. Let's talk about it. So, Claudio has programmed it so that both engines are running differently and not so out of the box synchronized.
Number 8, Foxtrot X-ray, descend maintain 8000, the northbound altimeter 3010.
That makes sense. All right, I'm at cruise, so I'm assuming that I can turn my fuel pumps off, I hope, and the prop sync on. And then here is where I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do 20, should I do 25 in the cruise? Or 24? Should I do 24 and 24?
November 508, Foxtrot X-ray, advise you have the northbound weather and say approach request.
Take the prop sync off. There we go. Sounds better now. Prop sync back on.
November 8, Foxtrot X-ray, Roger, expect ILS 24.
23, usually, I think. C2O stick stationary, good morning. Yeah, X19, I would say... oh, crap, I forgot something. Set altimeter 3004.
Altimeter 3004.
So, like I say, if you do the cat ratings 1, 2, 3, it's pretty basic. And again, you're not going to, I mean, it's a training network, right? So there's going to be a level of patience. It's just really, probably the best thing you can do right now is go to aeronavmap.com. aeronavmap.com. Download the beta, the public open beta of their iOS application for your iPhone or your iPad if you happen to have one. And then connect to Pilot Edge and start listening and watching the planes on the map, listening to how they interact with ATC. I think that will be, I think that'll be a big advantage. So yeah. Brad M, really hope Monkey
Today,
Shoulder is
50
good.
taxis around via Juliet and Delta remain as frequency.
Just bought it and gonna give it a try tonight. I rather enjoyed the Monkey Shoulder. Are you going just rocks, or are you gonna put a little tiny bit
Delta
of
Golf Lima Bravo uniform connect visual correction Spokane departure.
a little splash of John Fly in there, which is, I'll tell you what it is if you want to know. Or are you just going rocks? How does PE handle pause? All too often I find myself stepping away or having to press pause, and I'm concerned about using PE in those situations. Tylenol, there's two scenarios where you can request time away from the deck, so your plane will stay in motion. So you can say, hey, Cascade departure, I need 5 minutes from the deck, 572 Bravo. Or requesting 5 minutes from the deck, or 2 minutes, or whatever. And they'll usually say whether or not they approve it, and if they may give you a frequency change before you do it, because there might be a sector change. But the other times is if it's in like a particular airspace, they may grant you a request to pause. You need to pause the simulation for X amount of minutes. They will sometimes grant it depending on, I think, the airspace. So I'm new on VATSIM and still struggle with everyone I have met, but it has been great. I have only flown VFR with advisories. I can't do VATSIM. I hate the codec. I've said it numerous times. I hate the audio codec. It's so 1998. There you go. Rocks to start, just to get a feel for the profile of the Scotch, and then I'll throw in some John Fly. Okay. I like that. I like the word profile. To get the profile. Well, that'll be enjoyable. Any sneak peek at your agenda for tonight, Brad, on his stream? By the way, I switched back to the X-Plane 11 category. I felt like I was cheating. Let's do an outside shot here.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform Spokane departure, are you here?
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, 7,400 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform Spokane departure, ready contact.
You were doing the Cat 4 last night on stream, and my power went out because of
Delta Golf Lima Bravo uniform, radar contact.
Because of tropical storm. Oh wow. Did it get downgraded from a Category 1, or did it hit Category 1? I haven't even been paying attention to the news. Caribbean VFR. Very nice. What plane? Can you give us that sneak peek? I know sometimes we streamers keep our full agendas under wraps, but occasionally we let out a little nugget. Oh, snack. Just see a slight problem. We're within tolerance, but we're within the airway, but we're just a little bit off. I'm going to go direct to CFMNJ. So I'm going to go flight plan. Yeah, there's CFMMJ. And then I'm going to hit nav. There we go. And I'm actually going to hit the direct to. Click on flight plan. CFMJ activate.
John Jerry Foxtrot X-ray 10 off heading 280 back to final.
Hi.
Delta 199 connect Seattle Center 126.6.
Did you see the plane? What do you think? Is it kind of cool? You want to wave over there?
Yeah.
Look. Hold up one finger.
Delta 199 Seattle Center, descend, across Ravi at or above 16,000 Seattle, altimeter 3011.
Is that a piece of paper? That's my clearance. What do you think of my clearance?
Oh.
Do you like that? Good morning, Fly Girl, says Iowa
Unit
Scotsman.
102, connect Oakland Center 132.2.
Oh.
Unit 102, Oakland Center, Roger.
Hey, monkey. Oh, snack. She just changed my mixture. Oh, snack. Hold on. Oh, snack. Get him back on track. Woohoo!
I'm Mary Fox with X-ray, Roger.
Oh, snack. Oh, snack. Oh, snack. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What's going on here? I think we lost an engine.
Unit 102, Roger. Baron 72, Bravo, connect Seattle Center 132.6.
132.6, Baron 572, Bravo. Seattle Center, Baron 572, Bravo, 6000.
November 572, Bravo, Seattle Center, Tri-Cities altimeter 3002.
02. Alright. We lost an engine. Yep, we lost the right engine. Oh, bringing it back. Okay. Redo our direct to. Alright, readjusting. The plane still feels wonky, though. Do you see that lean, that lean to the right? What's going on? That was fun.
X-ray turn right, heading 310 vector across final for descent.
I love it how kids can cause you so many problems. Then they are the ones who cry. Yeah. Got awfully close to White Arc. Okay. Yeah, that was not fun. She went over to my Warthog HOTAS and completely cut off my mixture. And then that jacked up my right engine. Bring that back down. Alright, I think we're coordinated now. Or is it? I think we're... It feels a little bit off too, but the attitude is okay and the ball's okay. Whew, that was a little scary. She's a failure introducer, yeah. It is flying a very slight right turn to go back on course. The CDI was slightly off, Jess, but too small for a bigger curve. Okay, okay. Graceful recovery. That was a little bit stressful. And that, again, it's a nod to... it's a nod to pilotage for making that fun. If I was just flying off of pilotage, I really wouldn't care too much, but... It's training, yeah. It's Don't let 1-year-olds in the cockpit, guys. That's the lesson. Unless you want to have a little bit of a challenge. All right, let's prepare for our arrival. Are the graphics you have now standard? This is ortho photo, and that's an add-on. Other than that, this is the Carenado Baron. The CFI does the same in multi-engine training, so yeah, there you go. Very important to disengage autopilot after an engine failure. It will literally make you fall out of the sky. That's a very good point, ATC Fly Guy. I like that. I do like that. Alright, let's do ATIS KPSC. ATIS is on 12265. I'm going to see if I can do COM2 here.
John's Ray, Foxtrot X-ray, turn right heading 130.
Right, 130, 8 Foxtrot X-ray.
12565. Right? Let's see if we can listen. I wonder if I can. Is there
John's Ray, Foxtrot X-ray, to set a maintain 4000.
Is there a way?
4000,
Is there a way to listen to COM2? Or no? Maybe I just turn up the volume.
Delta 199, connect Seattle, approach 125.6.
Oh yeah, I need to flip.
125.6.
But how do I listen to? Oh, maybe it's up here. Monitor 2.
Runways 21 left, 21 right. Visual approaches in
Delta 199, Seattle, approach,
backhaul
expect
runway
ILS running
assignment
16
and
left
hold
approach.
short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta. TRI City Airport. ATIS information Delta. 1553 Zulu. Wind 210 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 23. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3002. Arriving and departing runways 1 left, 21 right. Visual approach.
Delta 199 to set a maintain 7000.
Backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Okay, so then we're gonna click off the
TRI.
COM2. That's so slick. I love that. That is so nice.
Foxtrot X-ray, turn right heading 170.
As far as the airport is concerned, if we click on KPSC, open the charts list, go to taxi diagram, airport info. It's either 21 left or 21 right. 21 right looks more friendly, but 21 left is GA. We're going to request 21 right if possible. And then we're going to be exiting 21 right probably at crossing that runway Delta 4. And we'll be going to...
John 0 Foxtrot X-ray, turn off heading 060, intercept the runway 4 localizer.
Where's GA Park? Over here, huh? We could do 21 left. We'll see what he gives us. 21 left's a little bit easier to get to GA. Yeah, we'll see.
John 8 Foxtrot X-ray 13 miles from Mimira, maintain 4000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS running 4 approach. John 8 Foxtrot X-ray, no traffic observed between you and the airport, radar service terminated. Report condition of FR with 122.2 and frequency change approved.
Is there a link to the GTN750 for the Baron on Discord? It comes with the new Baron. It comes with the new Baron. The new Carenado Baron. It comes with it. If you own Reality XP GTN750. Does that make sense, Tiber? Yeah, we're going to request 21 right. Trying to decide if I'm going to buy a PC for X-Plane or stick with my PS4.
Approach 119.2.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on
192, 9102.
what you prefer to do. Do you have pets? I do not. I will share a little bit of insight to the John Fly mind. I one day want to own a couple of acres or more.
P9102, don't call approach, expect visual approach, runway 16 right, information, Charlie.
I'd like to have 2 border collies. That's my dream. I'd like to have 2 border collies on a ranch, or you know, a place with at least, well, maybe 5 or 10 acres.
Expect ILS X316 right.
Loyal.
Maintain 7,000.
Loyal to the bone. Yeah, great dogs. Yeah, there is a sheep herding competition.
Seattle Center, Legacy Delta Echo Sierra Mike Oscar radio check.
Not far from where I live, and it's an international
Delta Echo
competition.
Sierra Mike Oscar, currently 3 miles north of the Fort Jones. VOR requesting flight following on our way down to Charlie Lima 04.
That was another cold call. Snakes are loyal animals.
Sierra Mike Oscar, Seattle Center Squawk 4245, ident and the aircraft that.
Mamba Gator, how you doing?
Okay, squawking 4245, we'll ident in a moment. We are Legacy.
Roger.
A Lancer Legacy. Now, granted, that was probably a little bit longer transmission than normal, so I guess you could cold call, but because he is a little bit busy. But if you tightened up that flight following request with aircraft type, you know, cruise altitude, destination, where you are, and you could probably do that in a pretty quick amount of time. But then again, when you're flying the aircraft, sometimes your mind is not in a position where you can spit that out quickly. But that's the glory of Pilot Edge, right? Is that it is a way to become more proficient and more efficient with your ATC communications. Now, I by no means am an expert, but I hope that over the last 3 years, 4 years on Pilot Edge that I've improved in some areas. Call sign, destination, type, altitude, yeah.
Delta Echo Sierra Mike Oscar, radar contact 27 miles north of the Fort Jones VOR.
But you have to tell them where you are.
VFR.
Or yeah. Where do you put in where you are?
VFR, Echo Sierra Mike Oscar.
Delta Echo Sierra Mike Oscar, the Montague altimeter 3009er.
3009er, Sierra Mike Oscar.
I'm a new student pilot and really trying to make my radio work better. Yeah, Pilot Edge is this way to go.
Delta 199, connect Seattle approach 133.65.
Location and altitude together is kind of a good thing. Yeah, there we go. All right, so
572 Bravo, connect Tri-Cities approach 128 points, correction, Chinook approach 128.75.
2875 Baron 572 Bravo. Chinook approach 128.
It wasn't for you, sir.
Wasn't for me? Was that for Baron 572 Bravo, that frequency change?
November 572 Bravo, affirmative.
Okay, we just didn't hear the other guy, thanks.
Delta 199, Seattle approach. This ought to maintain 4,000.
And maintain 4,000, Delta 199.
Chinook approach, Baron 572 Bravo, 6,000, and we have Delta request visual 21 right, if possible.
November 572 Bravo, Chinook approach, expect visual approach, runway 21 right, this ought to maintain 3,000.
Expect visual 21 right, descend and maintain 3,000, Baron 572 Bravo. All right, let's immediately hit vertical speed. Start down at 600, arm that, and go to 3,000. Bring back the propeller. Oh, this is where you get wonky with your propeller. So I'm assuming I take off the prop sync, and then I bring back. So I bring back the propeller first, or the manifold pressure first. Throttle, throttle, because I'm trying to slow down. So I'm going to bring back the throttle slowly, but then that RPM starts bouncing. It's a real game here. And then I'm going to, there we go, tweak that left engine.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo Uniform Connect Select Center 133.4.
See, it's not, I need to slow down more.
That was for Delta Golf Lima Bravo Uniform. Delta Golf Lima Bravo Uniform Connect Select Center 133.4.
133.4, Delta Golf Bravo Lima Uniform.
All right, bringing back the throttle and then adjusting the RPMs, I think. Got to run to work now. Everyone stay out of Central North Carolina for the next 8 hours. All right, ATC Fly Guy, thanks for the value add. Your really appreciate your real world commentary on the John Fly stream. So come back soon if you can. Thank you. Good luck with your shift. Have fun.
Delta Golf Lima Bravo Uniform Select Center Roger. Glacier Altimeter 3001.
Yeah, I think you should end every transmission with your call sign, because he said that wasn't for you and he didn't say who it was. He should maybe, I don't know. I should never use the word should with him, but maybe. Well, you preface I digress. I should end every transmission of mine with my call sign. Yes.
Delta Echo Sierra Mike Oscar, Connect Oakland Center 132.2. November 572 Bravo traffic, 2 o'clock, 3 miles, northbound VFR 3500, aircraft type 10.
All right, we're looking 572 Bravo. All right, I'm going to sync up my heading bug. I'm going to go into heading mode. And then I'm going to select
Delta Echo Sierra Mike
procedure,
Oscar, Oakland Center Roger,
approach,
reading altimeter 29901.
ILS 21 right, load and activate. And then I'm going to change this map CDI to VLOC. Change that frequency.
Baron 72 Bravo flight present heading, the Tri-Cities Airport 12 o'clock 17 miles.
Present heading, and we'll let you know when we have it in sight, Baron 572 Bravo.
Delta 199, turn left heading 270.
Left 270, Delta 199.
American 767, Albuquerque Center, Roger. Descend via the Hyder 1 arrival, runway 26, transition, Phoenix altimeter 299.2.
Tri-Cities inside, Baron 572 Bravo.
November 572 Bravo, clear visual approach, runway 21 right.
Clear visual approach 21 right, Baron 572 Bravo. Alright, so I'm going to change my heading just a tad here. My engine's getting a little out of whack. Fuel pump's coming on.
4806, capital clearance on request, standby.
Prop sync off.
Camerjet 850, clearance available, advance ready to copy. Camerjet 850, cleared to the Charlie Romeo, Quebec Airport via flight heading 315. Rudder vectors Altum, then as filed. Maintain 3000. Departure frequency 135.1, squawk 5012, and standby for the readback.
Tri-Cities Towers 135.
Shelter, turn left heading 190, maintain 4,000 total steps on the localizer, cleared ILS 116 left approach.
13530.
Maintain 4,000 until Established, cleared for the
Get that ready in the standby. We're going to descend
left, Delta 199.
down to
United 102, connect Reno Tower 18.7.
2,400.
Over to Tower United 102.
Come at 850, go ahead with your readback.
I'm going to use the needle here to help me guide for that 2-1 right localizer.
Come at 850, readback correct, and also expect followable 27010 minutes after departure. United 102, Reno Tower, wind calm, running 16 right, clear to land.
I'm going to arm the altitude here. Yeah, so I'm assuming you talked to a mechanic in that you have to adjust these handles separately for the engines. I want them synchronized. But that's the nice thing about the rep pack. Yeah. I am telling a big difference in the rep in that I really need to manually synchronize the right and the left.
508 Foxtrot X-ray, roger. And are you looking to cancel IFR?
And it's going to be interesting on the landing when I slow quite a bit down, having to readjust that situation. All right, let's see if I can.
Baron 72 Bravo, connect Tri-Cities Tower 135.3.
Over to Tower, Baron 572 Bravo. Let's see if this works. Nav. Switching frequency. Tri-Cities Tower, Baron 572 Bravo, visual 2-1 right.
Remember 572 Bravo, Tri-Cities Tower, wind 220 at 7, runway 21 right, clear to land.
2-1 right, clear to land, Baron 572 Bravo. Alright, we are in approach mode now. Hopefully this is where our engines get out of whack a little bit here. So you want to bring...
Delta 199, connect Seattle Tower, 119.9.
And I'm going to go full mixture.
Seattle Tower, Delta 199, established 16 left, 10 mile final.
Delta 199, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, cleared to land, and the wind is 190 at 6.
You're going to be out camping
Delta
until Friday?
land,
Enjoy the camping, man.
6 left, Delta 199.
Denver Barons United 812, information Foxtrot Barons to Dallas Fort Worth.
Feels like it's going too low.
United
Set altimeter 3002.
Altimeter 3002.
Yeah, that's because I'm in vertical speed mode. I'm going to take autopilot off. And yaw damper off my airplane.
Southwest 4806, clear Savannah, what does the copy?
Go, 4806.
Southwest 4806, clear the Salt Lake City Airport, Scotttown 2 departure, Macos transition, then as filed. Climb via Citic set maintain 9,000, squawk 3347.
All right, we're going to Salt Lake City, Schwinn departure, Macro transition, then is filed 9,000 initial 3347 on the squawk, Southwest 4806.
And Southwest 4806, verified Scotttown 2 departure, Macos transition.
Squawtown 2, Macros, you got it, Southwest 4806.
Southwest 4806, read that correct?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get separate. I'm going to have to get separate because it's too hard to be adjusting those so much on final with all of the throttle changes. So right now I have them mapped to one axis.
Carenado Alpha, cross runway 25 at Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency.
So every adjustment in the throttle.
Cross 25 at Alpha, we'll stick with you. Thank you. 102.
I don't know why the approach didn't work there. I'm going to have to do some test instrument ILS approaches to see what happened there, but
United 812, clearance available, about 0 to copy.
We're ready, 812.
United 812, cleared to the DFW airport.
See, as soon as I adjust prop, it's like...
Stacker 4 departure. Hybrid transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, except... Correction, climb via SID, and squawk 6240.
I cleared to the Dallas Fort Worth Airport, Stacker 4 departure, hybrid transition, then as filed. Climb via SID, squawk 6240, United 812.
United 812, read that correct. American 767, connect Phoenix approach 124.1.
We're going to exit at Charlie. Flaps coming up. Landing lights off.
Landing lights off.
Taxi light on.
Taxi lights on.
Strobe lights. Nav lights off.
Navigation lights off.
Phoenix approach, expect visual approach, runway 26. Burn 72 Bravo, cross runway 30 at Alpha to the ramp and remain this frequency.
Cross 30 at Alpha to the ramp this frequency, Baron 572 Bravo. Have a good one.
Double Golf Lima Bravo uniform, laser information Juliet, current expect visual approach runway 2.
Seattle Tower, Delta 199.
Did he say 30? Cross runway 30 or runway 3?
Expect that. Delta 199 taxi around via Bravo, remain this frequency.
Bravo, remain this frequency, Delta 199.
You were only off by 1. Nice. Who won? Did it say who won? Yeah, I believe that's runway 3, but he